All right, ladies and gentlemen, Taurus channel. Got Big Chris over here doing some downstreaming. Logan says, "What's up, Billy?"
What's up, Logan, brother? Taking care of this gentleman's house, man. It's a big one right here.
Oh, yeah.
We've done this for the last 10, 11 years, about twice a year. But he's added on an enormous amount of new stuff in the back here for the past 12 months. We're gonna get this driveway done. We're gonna soft wash the driveway, but kind of soft wash it with a surface cleaner. So that's gonna be really interesting. I'm gonna be doing some of that video probably in the next couple of days. This driveway, you don't want too much pressure on it. We got Apex behind us holding the camera. Go ahead and subscribe to Apex. He's actually taking some video behind the scenes on this as well, different angles. So it might be interesting to watch this stuff too. Apex is in the house.
Yes, indeed, folks. You got the mentor and the protege on site, getting knowledge.
How do you spell protege?
I have no idea.
That's going to be the word of the day, protege.
Precision Pressure Washing and Cleaning LLC says, "What's up, y'all?"
Oh, Precision. That's the guy right here locally, right? It's not Robert, is it?
I don't know. That might be. Logan says, "Those 8-gallon per minute machines sound mean," capitalized.
Yep, they sound really nice. They run a lot better. We had a little maintenance issue with one of them. It was electrical connection with the battery starter, but Apex got it up.
Yeah. Grandview Pressure Washing says, "This is Robert." And
so Robert is Grandview, but who's Precision? That's not John.
Precision. That might be John. Can you guys answer that in the comments? And Righteous Standard says, "What do you use to mask the bleach?"
Right now we're using surfactant that's from Southern Draw. It's not perfect at masking the bleach, but it does okay. You can do some Fabulosis in it. That's a good deal.
Yeah.
There's other additives you can do. There's also surfactants like apple wash, which is quite expensive. That kind of masking. Now I know what I'm about to say is controversial, but I think Pine Sol masking is great, especially the Pine Sol that's lavender scented. And it does not have no weird chemical reaction. I put out a video a couple years ago and it's got tons of negative comments on it, but they just don't know. It does not, that Pine Sol does not have ammonia in it. Or it's not acidic, so it's okay when used with sodium hypochlorite.
Yep. Michael Hallman says, "Can you use any detergent?"
No, you cannot use any detergent. Dry powder detergent is not recommended. Also, detergents that's got ammonia in it, like the old Dawn thing.
Yeah.
Everybody says all Dawn makes muscle gas, but it really doesn't. The Dawn that had a little bit of ammonia in it, it just by volume was not even enough to be that catalyst. So it never made mustard gas. It did something weird, kind of foamed up a little bit, but it wasn't mustard gas. So it was just a myth. But most detergents are compatible. But powder, just because it doesn't want to constitute into sodium hypochlorite, especially in colder temperatures, like you get down below 60 degrees, you really need to be using a liquid surfactant.
And GoBro7 says, "So you can add Fabuloso to SH?"
Okay. Yep.
And Bodylessness says, "Awesome videos. Thank you so much for making these!" Exclamation mark. Very interesting to see how you soft wash with a surface cleaner.
It's going to be fun. We basically do it with tip size and a ball valve, choking it down. It works perfect. But it is important. I come from the old school. The least amount of times that you can put high pressure on this concrete, the longer it lasts. Because if you surface clean this, like they have this out twice a year. If you surface clean this twice a year really hard, over about a 5 to 6 year period, you're going to expose all the aggregate. It's not going to be good looking, and it's going to get dirty much quicker. So I'm of the train of thought that we'll pre-treat it and then soft wash it with a surface cleaner using oversized tips and also choking down some of the PSI as well. But yeah, we're going to probably be doing the next couple of days. we got a lot to do before we get to that. Usually we do our concrete last thing out the door. That way we're not sitting on it with our truck. We're not dragging hoses and ladders, so it's kind of like the last little bit before we're done with it.
And
Let's go upwind.
yep. And Logan says I use Eliminator for my surfactant. It almost completely removes the bleach smell.
Yeah, Eliminator is really decent. You know, there's different brands and stuff out there. But let's say you're in a pinch and you don't have your Eliminator, you don't have your Apple Watch. You can pick up some Fabulosis at just about any place. You know, you don't have to go crazy with it. Just a few taps per gallon of mix, and you can bring that smell down. Pine-Sol lavender. Lavender really hides the smell of the sodium hypochlorite quite well. Lavender does. You familiar with lavender, Jacob?
Absolutely. And Grandview Robert says, do you recommend soft wash surface cleaning a pool deck?
Absolutely. Especially Pool Creek is a layer that has been rolled or sprayed on there. You definitely want, you can pre-treat it. Sodium hypochlorite is not going to hurt it. Degreaser is not recommended on it. But sodium hypochlorite, a little surfactant, you don't need much. Sometimes you need to bump that mix up 2-3%, maybe 4 is a good thing. Soften it up, do section by section. Don't let your surfactant and your essays dry on the pool deck. So if you got to do half of it, and then soft wash, surface clean that, and then do the second half, and it comes out better. Now you got to take your time with it, but also you need to be charging the proper amount for that. Pool decks in our area usually go for way higher than this concrete right here. So you got to get those prices up.
Oh yeah. Let's keep moving down. And Bodyless says, thank you. Huge tip about the tip you just gave. And
okay, yeah, you're welcome.
Irvin McMullen says, what's up guys? Keep up the good work. Thanks for always putting out good info and content. And we've got the live count is 13 people watching. We got 2 likes.
Not too bad for the middle of the day. We counting down the time for lunch.
Oh yeah, I heard that.
What I always like to do, I don't know about, they can comment below, see if they're this way. I like to get 60% of my day over with before we take that lunch. Just because, you know, it just seems like I've taken an early lunch and had 70% of the day after the lunch. That seems to suck. I don't know why.
Yeah, I like feeling like it's going downhill climb after lunch.
You know, you got at least 60% of it. Have a good lunch, you know. And we use our lunch breaks. The guys that's done training with us in person, they can attest to this. We use our lunch breaks. Just kind of reboot, re-talk about how things are going. If there's any problem areas, if we got a double bag, we need to change positions of the vehicle. We need to bump up or down our mix, that sort of thing. I think a lunch break's fine for that. You know, it's kind of productive to stop. I know some guys, they just want to just power right through their lunch break, just grab something real quick and keep on going. I think that's okay in sometimes, but sometimes you need to stop and reboot and reset. And then that second half of that day could get much more smoother, especially if you run into a few issues.
And
so, we're gonna go all the way to this corner, Chris, is where we are. I want to show them something under here. You got another question?
Logan says, what's the square footage of the house you're cleaning right now?
This,
Massive.
the main portion of it is about 12,000 square feet, but they have added on another 8,000 to 10,000 square feet in the rear. So we're going to be showing that probably tomorrow or the next day. Right now there's some people in the back, so we're not going to bring the live broadcast back here right now. But I think tomorrow they'll be gone, and it is astonishing. Wouldn't you say, Apex?
Absolutely. Logan says, oh my gosh, that's insane.
Yep, so I think total, he's got probably about 20,000 square feet of AC and heated space here. Then he's got some other structures in the back that is just, let's just say it's very exquisite, to say the least. Y'all will see it in the next couple of days. I'm sure hoping we can go live back there as well. I know this house is so big, it blocks off the cell phone reception in the back. So if we can't go live, we'll actually do a video and then I'll upload it once I get back home. But
Yep.
this house is huge. They almost got a piping sunlight in the back. It just everything back there is just all cut. It blocks everything. So
Yeah.
they've had to intentionally remove some landscaping and some trees on the east side of the house just so some light would get in.
Got a good question here. Bodyless says, how hot on that stucco?
This isn't stucco. This is a sand finish. You can hold it here as well.
Yep.
This right here is a red brick structure. Everything in. So it's millions of red brick on this house, I'm sure. It's this red brick right here, same color, and it's built in such a fashion that they put these layers of sand finish on top of it, and it's quite expensive to finish a home like it. Imagine all of these square foot. I think this is, if I'm not mistaken, $3 or $4 per square foot to do this. So you're looking at just this wall right here, maybe $20,000–$30,000 of work to put the sand finish on top of it. So it's very crucial that you soft wash this house. If you come in here, even with a J-rod could screw this up in a heartbeat. A little bit too much burr pressure could. A scrub brush could. If you got a bright idea and grab the stick and just kind of knock down the dirt out of this nest, that can mess it up. So these houses are extremely tedious. They know that. These people are no down these houses, or they wouldn't be here. They have very sophisticated customers. They know exactly what it takes to clean this house, and they've hired the exact contractor workers. We've had many years of experience with it, and they don't even ask for a price. It's just they pick up the phone or text, and they want us out. They never ask for a price. They add things on. They never. It's always they always leave it up to my discretion. If I think it needs clean, and then that's it in the discussion. So these are customers that we obviously want to keep. This like your fountain right here.
Yeah.
Shot your fountain.
Oh yeah.
That fountain probably costs more than probably about 50 or 60% of all Americans' homes. Just that one fountain. To have that fountain put in here, the permits that's got to be required, the architect designs got to be submitted to the headboard of this place and all that. Well, I almost said the name. I don't want to say the name of the place, but just that fountain probably costs more than most people's houses.
So
right here we go ahead.
So Irvin McMullen has a great question. He says, so when you get house wash that big, do you quote commercial rate?
It does have a commercial flavor to it. These people are, like I said, they're not price hunting. They're not price shopping. Everything is hand wiped. Like all these fixtures in here. These fixtures are hand wiped before we leave. The fences, the gates, the handrails are wash, rinse, and then once dried, hand wiped. So it's really not a price thing for them. It's kind of like a daily rate, and it's in the thousands per day. Obviously, I'm not going to say out of respect for them, but it's thousands per day, and we'll be out here quite a few days. You just put it like that.
And Bodyless says, thank you again. Hard to beat a pro at his game. Learn your surfaces. Great video.
That's right, absolutely. So let's see what Big Chris has got going on. We got everything down from left to right.
Except for these gates, right?
Yeah, except for that. Okay, that's fine. So we're gonna go pull it out. Do you want to go with the higher flavor? Do the time straw now, or
Yeah, we're going to time straw.
okay? So what we're about to do, we're gonna walk back towards the machine, so it might get a little bit loud over there. We're gonna turn one machine off. Chris is gonna release the pressure, so we're gonna unhook our connection, and we're gonna take 2 of those 8-gallon per minute machines and combine them together with a Siamese kit. So out this gun right here, we're gonna have somewhere between 16 to 18 gallons per minute, but only about 500 PSI. And we're gonna set a ladder up here so we can turn around and take a look at this up here, Jacob.
Yep.
There's some pine straw in different areas. Now these gutters have caps on them, but those caps are perforated obviously to let water through. So the pine needles want to stick into them. We're gonna see if we can get them dislodged or at least laid down out of sight. You wanna go ahead and walk with me?
Yep.
I'll hook you up here. Now, we will have to return our water back on, maybe about half hour. You want to go do that real quick and meet me back over here?
All right. You'll notice I'm wearing Crocs today. Best thing, because they're dry every morning on the next day. Alrighty.
You get the water on yet?
Yep. Let's get that disconnected. Alrighty. Alright. There you go, Big Chris.
On this one.
Yes.
So here again, we're going to take both of these. We're going to utilize the power and the flow of both of these, so we can get up there at 3 stories. And also, you may not can tell on camera, we get that Hurricane Sally thunderstorm just here east of us, out towards Alabama Mobile area, which is not that far from where our location, because we're far east in Louisiana right now. So it is quite windy, so the wind is affecting our stream of water. So utilizing the power of both these combined into that one gun is going to overpower a little bit of what Mother Nature's throwing at us. Actually, these put together could reach up to about 6 stories from the ground and wash something. Use a step ladder or a scissor lift and go up that much more higher.
And Logan has a good comment. He says, how do I keep my quick connects from getting stuck?
Yeah, good luck with that. We're all trying to fight that issue. Obviously, rinsing them out well is imperative. Even use the stainless or the brass, rinse them out well. Occasionally, greasing them. WD-40 doesn't do too well on them. You can find that white lithium grease in a spray aerosol can. Apex, you might be familiar with that. It's for engine building. That seems to hold up pretty good here, but
Yeah,
it is what it is.
It works, but at the end of the day, I found success. If you have like a little pair of needle nose pliers with the rough ridges on the inside near the blade, don't put the blade on it, but those rough ridges, I'll show y'all real quick.
It kind of develops some burrs along.
Yeah, I'll show you on this hose here. So,
Here's a good example.
okay, yeah.
See,
So like,
this male fitting, sometimes they get kind of burred. And this fitting needs to always be going into this fitting. Another thing what guys don't realize, once these two fittings are put together, this thing is contracting and expanding ever so slightly in here when we on and off the pressure. But we're dealing with 3,000-4,000 pounds pressure, so this is expanding. So what happens, it started kind of mates towards each other. So if you can use the same connection on the same fitting every time, that's going to definitely cut down. Like this goes on here with no problem, but if I tried this on another male fitting, might not could get it on. Now what Apex talked about is taking needle nose pliers and kind of barely getting the burrs out of it. Is that what you're talking about?
yeah, just give it a little twist, because that ridge right there starts to form. If you can just smooth that out, you'll have a much easier time putting it on.
I've taken sandpaper and just put it in my hand like a glove and just do that. I mean, obviously you need some of these on the truck. Same thing with this right here. Come on up here and take a look.
Yep.
You need these female ends. You need the male ends. We got probably
Teflon tape.
Yeah, Teflon. We probably got 8, 10 of these on the truck, and the other ones.
And O-rings.
O-rings. You just got to have it. And if they do get sticky, sometimes banging them on something, using some pliers. The worst thing is trying to get them together, and you got to get to work. And you don't want to take the time to change them out. So on your off day, go spend $30, $40. You're making tons of money. You just put new fittings on them when you ain't too busy. That's what I need to start practicing what I preach, because sometimes we don't do that. So we're on the gun. We need a ladder set up first. Let's get the heat set up.
We got 18. Yeah, we got 18 people watching, 8 likes.
We appreciate all the likes, for sure.
And Have Faith Pressure Washing LLC says, my 8-gallon per minute is ready. Fired it up, and the power out is crazy. It's a beast. Got the video uploaded for it.
Good. I might have to go watch that. Tell him if he can drop a link. If you can drop a link in the comments, everybody will probably want to go see that for sure.
We got another comment here. Benowitz Washing says, what's up? Just landed a $475 house and driveway wash and working on another big ticket job and 2 parking lots. Thanks for what you do with all the information you put out. It's a big help for us new guys.
Hey, $475 ain't, you're not getting rich, but it's a day and a half of work if at a warehouse.
Oh yeah.
No, we're not blocking the microphone again, are we?
No.
Okay, good. All right, let's you ready, Chris? I'm ready. Yeah, $475 is you're not getting rich, but what would you make if you were throwing cases all day on pallets somewhere? 200?
I used to do that. Not even that. You'd make like $10 an hour.
Well, some people make $15, $20 an hour.
Yeah.
But
and I have tremendous respect for the hard-working people.
This is so much easier to.
Yeah.
I'm gonna crank that one up too.
Alrighty.
Now, get a little closer.
All right.
Whenever we walk in these up in power, we need to kind of try to bring them up together. If we went full power on that one, that would cause this unloader to go into bypass mode, and we wouldn't get any power out of this. So it's important if you time these getting two together to kind of try to walk them up evenly.
Yeah, I'll
So-
step through here if you want me to.
Yep, so you want to walk that one up to about 50,
All right.
really slow to about 50%.
Yep. Yes, indeed.
The sound of those two machines working together, I just love the way they really start to
Sync.
harmonize with each other. They sync
Yeah.
when they both working for a common goal. I guess everything can be like one lot of fun.
Yeah. I mean, the amount of reach you get with that, it's just savage. Like, that's
Right here, probably about 14 to 15 gallons per minute there, and maybe 7 or 8 spread around and then knock off that time.
Yeah.
Make it look better.
if you want to step back a little bit, I can get y'all both in shot. Alrighty. Yeah. Okay, that's good. I got both of y'all on the camera now.
Yep. So we just sit here and kind of watch them for a minute. Also, guys, if y'all need our help, please go check out the resource page. We're getting some new things on there. Also, they informed me if you buy the local domination course off my resource page, there is a photo pack at the end of that purchase that allows you to buy a before and after photo pack that's got some high definition generic photos on there that you can use if you're just trying to get your website up and running, or you Google My Business, or your Facebook. You know, photos are awesome to have, especially the right photos. I'm very guilty of it we do tons of work, but I never get a chance to take great photos because I'm so busy doing everything else. So a photo pack helps everybody out, even if you're a veteran in the industry. If you want to create some print material, that photo pack is very important. Again, that is a offer once you go to the local domination course. So basically, go to my resource page, get anything you need off there. Also check out the local domination course, and then at the end of that offer, my understanding is they offer you an additional cost for 40 before and after photos that are really good. And the guy that took them is a photographer by heart, so you imagine, Jay, you know how it's going to be. They're going to be good.
And Bodyless says, also props to you and Apex. Just landed my first 2 Sonics on monthly contracts. Plan to take your course and get the other 17 in the group. Many thanks. I have to work on marketing.
Yeah, that brings up a good point. Guys, if y'all have Sonics in your area and are dirty, again, let me repeat, there's no guarantee here, but we have a training course that will definitely stack the odds in your favor. It's a bit expensive because it requires a lot of time on my part. The information I give you took years of us, and Apex, you can attest to it, took years of us out there bidding too low, bidding too high, bidding wrongly, and saying the wrong things to the people. And finally, me, Chris, and Apex over the years have honed this in when we can walk into these Sonics and get them like clockwork. Now, a lot of guys are having a great success with it. There's been a couple that didn't, but I think we're somewhere around at 70-80% success rate to land in Sonic, reoccurring contracts. If you're not familiar with Sonic, they're a drive-in fast food restaurant where they park at the parking bay. They press a little button and the girls or whatever bring the food out. So if you're interested in that Sonic training course, you need to text me 985-345-0778. Just like this other gentleman just landed 2 of them. Not to be over dramatic, but those 2 could change the game for you by having those reoccurring money coming in once every month. Those checks And like I said, you're not gonna get rich, but it's a good payday, and it's reoccurring. Rain, shine, sleet, or snow. How important is that, APEC? You doing it?
That
You're
is-
doing it yourself.
Folks, that is life changing.
Show them what it pays for.
Yeah.
It pays for that. It pays for his skid unit in the back. It pays for his insurance.
Absolutely.
It pays for his food. It gives him good rest at night. You can rest easy at night knowing that Sonic money's rolling in.
Folks, this has truly changed my life. I used to be living check to check, worrying about my bills, worrying about, can I pay the electric or the water this month? Like this is just, it's given me a clean conscience when I put my head on the pillow at night. I've got my bills saved up for like 6 months just in my account dedicated to expenses and bills. So anything that I'm making right now, it's all paid forward,
And Sonic was a major part of that.
Absolutely. And
Let's step over here a bit.
Yep.
So that truck right there, we ain't gotta say how much it costs and all that. Like it's obviously a new truck. You wouldn't have that if it wasn't for the Sonic reoccurring contracts that you're doing. You wouldn't have your credit is like sky high now. I mean, it's changed everything for you, right?
Absolutely. And just having that consistent money coming in, that's power. That gives you financial freedom to make big moves like that and to take risks. And
People are always scared to spend a few dollars to reinvest in themselves. I used to be like that. I was actually talking to Aaron the other day, Aaron Parker, real good guy. He's saying the same thing. Guys need to reinvest in their own education. If not, you don't know what you don't know. So in these Sonic training courses, we go in and teach them how to charge. There's a sweet spot right in there that it took years to learn. Who to speak to, that's very important. You go pulling up there, who do you talk to? What words to say to that person? You can go in there and bomb out.
like what time of day, where you
time of
walk,
day,
everything.
I even get so specific in the Sonic training course where you stand at when you're talking to the people in charge. The guys have watched the video and has went through the training. They can attest to it. They can put comments. I teach exactly where to stand at and where not to stand at to be most effective with your sales tactics. So anyway, Chris is hard at work here. Okay, any other good questions?
Let me see. No questions, but a lot of people appreciating you guys and your knowledge, like David Kringen and
Awesome.
Dave Anderson said you're covering the mic. I'm not covering the mic. I'm holding the phone by its edges. The ends of it are completely free.
So yeah, it might be a little hard to hear. Now the mic is on this side of the phone, right?
Yeah.
So you doing it like this, right?
No, I'm holding it from
Yeah,
the
like
center
this.
edges there. Yeah. Like,
I wonder if we pop this case off real quick, if that would help, or could we? I don't want
that's not gonna help because it's got these parts are open where the mic
Right.
is. It's,
let's see. Maybe let's come back away from the spray over here, maybe.
can you guys hear us good? Understand what we're saying? Can we get that in the comments? I mean, no doubt. Yeah, mic is fine. All works. Ground maintenance says.
Okay, good. All right, as long as they can hear it.
All right. He's looks like he's repositioning and
So we're gonna come back over here and rinse, probably.
yeah, he's bringing his ladder there.
And then Dobby, that's we need to pull on.
Okay, Perry Nesbitt says Superior Clean Power Washing LLC. Thanks for all the tips and from your videos. Getting ready to go full time, done with the job. Want to work for myself. Thanks again for all the tips.
Awesome. Thank you. Thanks for watching. I'm glad we can help. And I don't know if he's the same guy that we was training for dumpster reoccurring contract, those dumpster pads. He can comment below. It might be someone else, but the name did sound familiar. We have we got a guy out in Virginia that's picked up some dumpster pads to clean. He went from 0, not having any. Right now he's doing 12 every week. So that's it's a good little gig for him. He's kind of semi-retired, but he's out there taking care of.
That's like 2 or 3 per night. That's pretty good. And
Yeah. Yeah, well, I think he does them all in 2 nights. He goes out there on Saturday and Sunday, does 6 one night, 6 the other night.
Nice.
Makes a night out of it.
And Bodyless says, how would you do the roof?
This right here, we'd actually have to have a lift to get up there. We would use harnesses, tie off. This would be quite expensive if we had to do it. And there's some spots that's showing some signs of it, so I'm sure here in the next couple of years we're going to need it. But yeah, that's what we would do. We would try not to traverse this with a ladder since it is so high.
And we got another good question.
So we could drive a lift in here, get on the roof and be tied off, and then basically try to work from the lift or at least the gutter line for the most part.
And Bodyless says, also the wood roof in the drive-through in front of you.
Yeah, we don't touch that with water or anything. So we come in real tight with the
Yeah.
You want to explain to them what y'all did over there?
All right, so we get our ladders. We get up there and we, you know, knock off the dirt dauber nest and clean it with a clean rag. And wow, you can hear your voice echo in here.
Yeah.
As y'all can see, we haven't cleaned this yet today. But we will be cleaning it. You can see a few dabbers nest, and they like to get in the crease near the top.
Yeah. So basically, what we do is set a ladder up in here. We take some sticks, soft brushes. If you're using a stick, you have to wrap some rags or towels around of it. They can be moist, but free from sodium hypochlorite or surfactants. You don't want to put any of that on there. Now, this can withstand some blow and rain, obviously, but we don't want to try to do any wetness on it significantly if we didn't have to. There's been a couple of times I've sprayed a little corner or something quickly, but just to saturate it with bleach and surfactant would be advised. So hand brushing, hand wiping, that sort of thing. There again, your price has to reflect the time that you're going to spend on it. If you don't, you're not going to want to do a good job. You're going to rush through it, and they won't use you again. They won't prefer you because they obviously live in this beautiful neighborhood. They got a lot of friends here, and over the years, they have referred us to a lot of those friends. So charging enough lets you and allows you to spend enough time on it in a way that brings up that quality of work.
And Cincinnati Soft Wash says, I sent you the dumpster contact after I adjusted it. Did you ever get a chance to check it out?
Oh, the contract? I don't know if I've seen that.
Contact.
Yeah, well, what he meant by
Oh, okay, yeah.
He may have to email it to me. Sometimes his phone won't show me a PDF file.
Yeah. Alrighty.
Cincinnati Soft Wash. I wonder how the weather is up there.
Yeah, up north there.
It's beautiful here today.
Yeah, and the car guy says, great value in your videos, ... Thanks.
We appreciate you watching, for sure.
Get Big
Get a
Chris.
shot of what he's doing up here.
Let's back up a little bit here. All right, I've got both of y'all in the shot.
That hurricane debris.
Yeah, straight out the, that's like palm debris from the palm tree.
Looks like a girl.
The
I
weave?
used to date her wig.
Her weave, huh? You know what they call that? They call that tumbleweave. We got 29 people on the live count, 14 likes. You guys are killing it today.
Man, we should be having 29 likes, huh?
We got 30 people watching.
30 people, not bad.
It's exciting when you know that 30 people are watching live what you're doing and, learning, and 15 likes now.
Yeah,
all right.
We appreciate those likes. They said it helps with the YouTube algorithm. So again here, just joining, Chris is using about 14 to 15 gallons per minute to soft wash his house to get some of those heights, dirt divers nest, some of those cars that were kind of in the gutter and hanging over the gutter with the high winds from the previous hurricane kind of, dislodge and stuff. So we do this place about twice a year. Last time we did it was early March, I believe. So now we're just getting it cleaned up, get it all. It's not really too terribly dirty. It never gets too bad every 6 months. But they're ready to put out their fall decorations, obviously. And everything's going to be perfect whenever we leave. It's going to take us several days to do because there's more in the bag that meets the eye for sure.
We're up to 22 likes. You guys are killing it.
Yeah, we appreciate the likes. Let's look at Chris right here.
Alrighty.
Keep it on here for a minute so they can watch it.
Yep. Alrighty.
go ahead and keep it with him.
Yeah,
And get a good shot of what he's doing.
absolutely. We call this the Chris Cam. All right, he's utilizing the short step ladder. Up to 23 likes. You guys are just smashing that like button today. We appreciate that.
Yeah, we appreciate those likes.
And he is reaching all the way up there, even in this ferocious wind, with those 2 8-gallon per minute machines just hammering away through that hose there.
That's a J-rod we're using.
Yeah, that is not a shooter tip. That is actually the J-rod on the big circle tip. All right. Big Chris, the man right here. That one-handed ladder move. He's killing it today.
You don't want to arm wrestle Big Chris.
Oh, no. All right.
He's getting some reach on it. How are they able to hear us? How's the audio?
Hey, guys, can we get an audio check in the comments? Can y'all hear everything we're saying?
Look at the wind.
Oh, yeah.
Boy, if we didn't have the power of both of those machines, we would struggle. We would have to get way up there on a ladder, that sort of thing. Long extension poles.
5 different people says it sounds good.
Okay, great.
And from Rick Washek says, everyone watching should be liking. This is first-hand knowledge from the best in the business.
Well, we appreciate that, Mr. Rick. This is an extraordinary home and requires extraordinary expertise to get it done correctly without damaging stuff.
Absolutely.
Boy, that thing has some burst pressure.
Yeah.
That's looking great. Now we're even able to hit that dormer thing up there, the little doghouse, from the ground. Hey, I'm gonna tell you, how you can tell a good pressure washer from a bad pressure washer. A good pressure washing crew's always got a scrub brush around.
Oh, yeah. That thing has come in handy quite a few times. We got some more comments here. Sean Smith says, hey man, I'm in Hammond myself, starting my own business here soon. Hope I'm not competition.
My only competition is myself. So, yeah, get in touch with us, man. If you need some help, we're here to help any way we can.
We got 26 likes, 27 likes, 26 people
I like
watching.
those likes, man. Justin with Forever Self-Employed said the more likes I get, the better it is, because he's like a YouTube expert. So we gotta ask for those likes.
Yeah, no.
Subscriptions, comments, all that matters to us.
And Sean Smith says, awesome man, sure will.
Okay, and then we got trim to do as well. So I'm gonna go chop one machine power off completely.
All right. Yeah, guys, he is able to reach all the way up there.
Does Chris want water or something? Or?
I'll go ask him. Where'd he go? Just following one. Hey, Chris, do you want a water or anything? No, he's good. Okay. All right. Nah, he's good. He's gonna keep on rolling.
Man, I'm starting to think about lunch already.
Oh man, don't make me hungry.
What time
It's it is officially 1:41.
1:41. Okay, we're gonna get this rinsed off and then take us a lunch and then maybe work 3 or 4 more hours, maybe only 3.
Yeah, Benowitz is asking, did y'all get them trees cleaned on that big job y'all did a few weeks back.
Not yet. They made the first few other stuff, but we're gonna get to it eventually. That one probably used a little bit of it on.
Yeah, and Curtis James says, what detergent are y'all using?
We're using a surfactant and sodium hypochlorite. Right now this is just plain water, but we did treat this surface with a less than 1% sodium hypochlorite in surfactant solution. We let it sit, what are you saying, Apex, 10 minutes or less?
Yeah, 10 minutes well time.
We didn't let it dry. I don't really like it to dry, especially if it's on windows. And then we just come back and rinse it off. You'll show up that stain right there. That's a stain. It's actually something that's not going to be able to come off or get fixed.
Yeah, see,
It's something like erosion of the sand finish.
yeah, it goes all the way down to the brick line there.
Just know if you ever run across something like that with the copper above it, it won't come off. You can, I mean, there may be a little mildew or something on it. You can treat it with your SH, but don't try to put too much pressure on that. Also, just a little known secret, that copper up there can be cleaned with vinegar and salt or either ketchup.
Ketchup,
Yes, sir.
like you put on your cheeseburger, man.
Believe it or not, Heinz is a little bit better because it's got a little bit more acidic in it than like Great Value kind of. But yeah, you can take ketchup on anything copper for that matter. You can try a penny today.
Yeah.
Take an old dirty penny, put ketchup on it. You know, it's messy, whatever, but rub it around really good and it makes the penny look extremely brand new. Show the kids if you got kids at home.
Yeah.
It's a really good science project and it's safe. You know, it's a fun little topic. I used to do stuff like that with my daughter when she was a toddler. So now she knows how to clean almost anything.
You ever ex-jetted Coca-Cola?
No, never have.
And let's see here. GoBro7 says we need some Billy D merchandise, like some t-shirts, neon shirts.
I know.
Yeah, I mentioned that.
They said I gotta get to that 10,000 subscribers. I'm getting there slowly but surely.
And
I'm over 5,000, but I'm not
Yeah.
sure exactly how many.
And Corey Brady says, I've never heard of the J-Rod pressure washer tip. Is it worth buying?
Absolutely, especially if you are doing a lot of soft washing like we're doing here. The J-Rod on a 4 gallon per minute machine will draw soap and it will soft wash the house, stuff like that, rinsing really good. It gives you the ability to shoot a couple stories on a 4 gallon per minute machine. On an 8 gallon per minute machine, that's pretty much all we use. We never had to have a pressure tip because there's just so much flow there. The J-Rod serves two purposes. It's a soft washing tip. Also, it's much less user fatigue versus holding a pressure tip in there all day long. So on an 8 gallon per minute machine, you just can't hold that pressure tip for hours and hours and hours. There's so much user fatigue on it. So the J-Rod allows that. A child can hold this thing and how soft they can wash it. So J-Rod is definitely a great invention. I wish I would have done it. I wish I could have invented it.
And yeah, okay. Got a couple more questions.
Check them out here.
Oh yeah.
So the J-Rod's also capable of cleaning concrete, as you see right here. Tip no pressure. This is 3,500 PSI, 8 gallon per minute machine. So we're getting 8 gallons per minute, but we're probably getting a little more than 8, but we're only getting about 700 or 800 PSI. So it's strong enough to clean stuff up, especially if you pre-treated it either with a soft wash pump up sprayer, X-Jet downstream or something like that. So, and the reason why we're trimming this out, but when we come back with our surface cleaner tomorrow or the next day to do some soft washing with a surface cleaner, all the trim work will be done already, where the surface cleaner can't get in those little nooks and crannies.
And Sean Smith says, where do you get the J-Rod?
J-Rods are, you can find probably the best J-Rod would be from Pressure Tech, and that's spelled T-E-K, pressuretech.com, and probably the best one to go look for it at.
And Debbie Holt says, how do you soft wash with a pressure washer? 5 gallons per minute, question mark? Thanks for any help.
Yes, we're doing that now. Soft washing with a pressure washer. You know, spin around, show them that big pressure washer. Miss Debbie, that pressure washer right there has enough power. You step back, right? Come to me.
All right.
Either one of those pressure washers have enough power to cut one of these trees down. But we're soft washing with it. We're actually soft washing concrete, this sand and siding. The way we do it is by changing the chip sizes out. The larger the chip is, the less PSI comes out of that nozzle, but the more flow. So in pressure washing, we have 2 separate types of cleaning units. One cleaning unit is PSI, the other cleaning unit is flow. So PSI can clean a little brick and concrete. The flow needs to be able to clean sand fence siding, vinyl siding, that sort of thing. So the tip size, the orifice size really matters. The J-Rod is another tool that we can soft wash with a pressure washer. The X-Jet is another way. That's the main 2 ways that we soft wash with pressure washer. Hope that answers this, Debbie.
And we're doing really good right now. We got 30 people watching. We got 30 likes.
Another thing right here, you see these little light fixtures,
Lanterns, glass lanterns. Yep.
Make sure you don't want to hit that even with even the lightest little bit of pressure to break the glass, dislodge it. Oftentimes we will accidentally blow it out, and we'll just relight it before we leave at night. No big deal. I seen one guy, he blew one out, and he was in full panic mode. He thought he was dumping raw gas out, and it was going to blow up.
Yeah.
You are dumping raw gas out, but it's just a little bit. That thing's throttled back on where it only is enough gas to power that flame. So if you blow it out, it's not that big a deal. Just light it at some point. Now, also, I was going to mention about these lanterns. They do need to be hand wiped. If you are tasked with a high-end job like this, that is gas, that is a bit of carbon. Also, dust gets in there over a period of time. Sometimes some bugs. That gets incinerated and will leave a film on the inside of the glass and cause it to be a little bit smoky looking on the inside. You can extinguish the flame with like a wet rag and then wipe it out really good and then relight it. And the customer will be much happier for you because it gives it a nice crystal clear look, especially at nighttime. Let's check them out real quick. See what he's doing.
All right. Okay, I got the cam on, Chris. And Bodyless says, so you only Siamese to rent?
No, not all the time. Sometimes we Siamese kit on surface cleaning. Sometimes we Siamese kit on doing some pressure washing. But you cannot Siamese kit to apply chemicals because it puts too much back pressure on the downstream injector to apply the chemical.
Yeah, I'm gonna get the over the shoulder view for Chris here. Get y'all some good footage.
Yeah, they need to are they gonna back out?
Yeah, he's backing out.
Chris, you got any problem areas we need to address?
I'm not gonna rinse this lower part right now. Just take out
Maybe I'm going in black, stick that out or whatever. So what we're going to do in a second, we're going to go inside of here and I'm going to show you some rinsing techniques to assist you in an enclosed area with the wood ceiling and that door right there. We're not wanting to wet that door. Are there security stuff around that door? That door will be hand wiped before we leave and then before we get finished over the next few days. But we're going to go in there and rinse that out. I'm going to show y'all how I do it just to kind of keep things protected in there without having to spend all the time of putting plastic off and taking down ornaments and all that. And when our rinsing techniques, our angles mean so much. Having the right angle, knowing when to go into that angle, when to back out of that angle, watching burst pressure and that sort of thing. Let's see what he's got here.
All right.
And also, we're going to clean up some of these brake route lines as well. Do we have any other questions?
Curtis James says it worked well. I mixed with hot water to melt the granules. Not sure what he's talking about there. GoBro7 says Dan's vlog lives by the pink tip. LOL.
Yeah, I mean, a pink tip's all right. A J-Rod's so much easier though.
Yeah, and you get to quick switch them out. You know, you don't have to reach in your pocket. All right, Big Chris.
And losing them is my favorite thing to do.
Oh yeah, that's always fun. Okay.
Now, do we need to dress these trees up in the area?
Chris, do we need to dress this brick up in any places?
We could hit it with the soft wash pump too as well. I don't see that. All right, I'll take the one.
Hell, if you want to educate them about this white stuff over this effervescence, I believe it's called.
Effervescence.
Yeah, if y'all show up and y'all see this stuff, it's white. You don't want to touch it or get it on you.
Yes, it's best not to be walling around in it. It is a mineral.
It's inorganic, but it spreads and it acts like it's organic.
Yeah, I mean, the biggest thing is you can't really pressure wash it all. It has to be chemically removed with like an effervescence remover. See, it's right all in here. This has actually gotten worse since the last time I've been here, so we'll probably try to treat this. This is only removed with something acidic. Maybe we can do a little training video on that. That way they know the safety of it. Like F9 works pretty good with it, muriatic acid, that sort of thing. But
Yeah.
the muriatic acid has to be used in a very specific way to remove it.
Yeah, when properly used. Yep. All right.
Did you get all these steps down?
No.
Just kind of power rinsing a little bit.
Yeah.
So here we go with this. Notice I'm keeping the trigger pulled.
Yeah.
That way I don't have to mess with our burst pressure later. Obviously, we don't want to wet that ceiling no more than what we have to. So we're going to work our angles. Also, we're going to work this J-rod. You can see this right here. Really not that much pressure, even though we're on 100% power. That right there is about 9 or 10 gallons a minute. And we can do something called blading. Can y'all hear me okay? Get my audio okay before we go further.
Yeah. Can you guys hear us? Okay, what we're saying in the comments. Yeah, they can hear us good.
Great. Okay, so what we're going to do is something, I don't know if this term is something I came up with, but I call it blading. I'm going to use my fan pattern. You can see this, you got a shot of this?
Yeah.
So I'm going to utilize this whole painting surface area, but different sections of it. I might not have to use the middle, but I may want to just use this small area in here to blade around this door. But also we can turn this as well to give us a different effect. So again, we not want to wet this door no matter the places we don't need to. A little bit might get on it. Or this ceiling. So this is how we're going to do it. So I got my fan pattern turned there. Hopefully I can see that in the camera.
Yep.
Remember this is soft washing. Kind of let the water. Now if I had the water turned this way, I'm going to come down a little bit. But if I had it this way, what's going to happen is going to hit the brick wall and then ricochet back on the ceiling. That makes sense?
Yeah.
You turn it like this, you get less of a ricochet on it. You're going to get a little bit, but not that much. So you get that.
Yep.
And here,
Yep.
kind of rinse it down. And remember, if I had that turned the other way, I would be wetting the ceiling a lot. And this behind there, also, you got to look out for a dirt damage test on these. You don't want to clean that up. If there's one there, kind of let the water do the cleaning. Notice I haven't let off the trigger. That door I'm trying not to wet, so gonna come in into it at this angle. Keep it at a 45 away from the door. And just come
Yep.
up to it and blade it.
Just blading it out, nice and clean.
Blade it out. Now this too, we're gonna go make sure that's nice and clean. Under here.
Oh, yeah.
Cameras love to get under ledges and stuff.
Yeah, under that ledge there, that's a hot spot for them.
Sometimes I have to take my hand and kind of run up the field.
Yeah.
A little bit more grit.
Yeah, we like to feel for the grits like on those flat surfaces. And
So now we're gonna go this way.
all right.
Go ahead and let off the trigger. Come in behind me.
All right, I'm behind you.
I'm gonna do this right here.
Just blade it out, yes sir.
Go up and over. Make sure
Yep, yep.
get the dust and stuff off.
Yes indeed.
Same thing here.
All right. Looking good.
Now again, if I had this like this, we would get a stripe against the wall and then a ricochet up. Especially the higher I went, the more it would ricochet and try to curl back over. They call that the Coriolis effect, and it's due to the Earth's spin actually. So we come up and over. Now we're gonna blade this on down.
Alrighty.
But just give it a good rinsing.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Dolomite Grudge video says, how much SH are you using?
None right now. But we did treat it with a 0.5% here prior. Again, the same here. Now we're going to rinse the floor, which is always the fun part.
Oh yeah.
Y'all see anything we did?
No, we went through this with a fine-tooth comb.
Okay, here we go. You want to tell them that y'all got the dirt out without and how y'all did it?
Oh yeah, so guys, before we even came in here with any kind of water, we took some clean rags and we removed all the dirt dauber nests, and we used those ladders to reach the ones up by the wood where we, and like if you get up there with a clean rag and a ladder near that edge of that wood, that's crucial because you don't want to use water next to that wood. That corner looks good to me.
We're going to put a door here.
Oh yeah, a lot of debris down by this.
They come behind me now.
All right.
Same thing was good. We're turning bladed basically.
Yeah, you don't want to shoot water into the customer's door threshold. Just blade it off, nice and clean.
Go over it quickly.
Yep, you got it.
Behind here.
Yep. You will get a little bit flowing back into the corner, but the good part is this door part is clean. You can always rinse that again. Yep, getting it all nice and cleaned out. That corner looking good.
That corner looks good.
Yep. Let's push it out. Had a little bit go back in that corner, but we're pushing it out here.
So we got all the little bumps out.
No, we still have some in that back corner there to the left, and yeah, just blow it out there. Yep.
Chris got his brush. You can kind of
Yeah, Chris got the brush. Okay. Yep, that's looking good.
get it all come out.
Yeah. Alrighty.
Get back here.
Yep, let's
Now, gently force it out.
yeah.
If we came in here with a freshen tip, like a yellow tip or a white tip, it would just splatter everywhere.
Yeah, Chris got all that, good deal. Now it's really just in front of me in this middle part here, waiting to be blown out over the steps.
Working out with no rush here.
Yeah,
Taking our time.
doing it right the first time, that's right.
Down.
Yeah, everything's clean.
Now, we will come back and hand wipe this door. And also, I like to give you one last time. If there's any crumbs, just kind of let it flow out.
Yep.
Notice I've never let off the trigger since I've been in here. All right, here we go. We're gonna rinse the crumbs out of this one, just to make sure. Let that flow just kind of flow down. Now, I'll let Chris take over here.
Alrighty, we just passed the 1 hour mark on this
We've never
stream.
let off the trigger on it. All clean.
Yes, indeed.
So, now all Chris is going to do is be tape it down the chest. Everything's trimmed out. And if we get to the bottom here, we're going to go take a lunch. So,
Yes, indeed.
guys, if y'all like this, please subscribe, leave a comment, press the like button. If y'all need our resource, please go check out that resource webpage. Means the world to us. Helps us keep reinvesting back into our training course. We're doing some in-person training courses. We got a good group of guys coming down this weekend. We're really excited about that. So if you guys need some in-person training, please text me 985-345-0778 and we can schedule that. Check with me first before you take a day off because sometimes we get booked out. Also, I'm really excited, man. We got that all-pro striking course finally finished. And it's a big weight off my shoulders. But we worked months on that thing. Apex, you was there with us. We went to several states, recording, teaching.
Absolutely.
And it's all in the videos. It's 7 hours long, 40 videos. It's all put together really nice and neat. So if y'all need that, you want a huge discount on it, you need to text the word Stripe. It's like $1,500, but I can give you $500 off with a coupon code. Serious inquirers only, please, because every time I generate that coupon code, it takes that one away from me forever. So they only give me so many, and so that coupon code is very valuable to it.
Absolutely.
So we're ready to wrap this up. We may do another live later this afternoon. If y'all want to see it, leave a like, comment. Let me know if you want to see more of these lives. We get a lot of requests for it. We'll be doing more of them, answering your questions in the field, on site, unfolding, step by step, punch by punch, if you will. And so we'll see y'all shortly. We're gonna go grab us a po' boy, huh, Apex?
Oh, I heard that. All
All right, guys, we appreciate it.
Y'all have a good one.